I've had a number of painful experiences and a number of painful losses that I've had along the journey, but there's one experience that seems to stand out. And this happened in 2014, actually, 24th August. Now, prior to that, growing up in the village, playing with wire cars or cars made out of wires, I had one truck made out of wires, and that particular truck, because I loved it so much, it gave birth to a dream in me that I would love to run a transport company when I grow up. And I praise God, years later, that dream came through. When I was 23 years old, I was running a transport company called DLN Zambia Motors, which was a trucking business. The unthinkable happened on the 24th of August 2014. One of my newly added trucks, Volvo FS12, a 30-ton truck, was involved in a tragic accident as it was traveling from Siavonga to Kafue. Now, this was not an ordinary accident, because a lot of things were attached to that particular accident. One, when the truck flipped, the driver had loaded unauthorized passengers, had picked unauthorized passengers in the cabin, 8 unauthorized passengers in the cabin, and they were badly injured. That is one. Then two, prior to the accident, I had just gotten 22 tires on a post-dated check, and each tire was 3,000 kwacha. So I owed the company that supplied the tires that much, about 60,000 plus for the tires. Three, I had grossly undervalued the truck, because when I just bought the truck, actually that was about the 3rd, 4th trip for the truck. It was still new. Because I was low on funds, I grossly undervalued the truck with the hope that once I get liquidity, I can put it at the proper value. And the trailer was on third party. So I had issues with insurance. 4, I was ferrying government maize. Now that was FRA maize. So when the truck flipped, out of 600 bags, 500 bags were looted. Only about 100 survived at the scene. So that was a massive loss as regards maize. So I had a number of things attached to that particular accident. Now, since I was running a government contract, now when you're running a government contract, you would ideally have to sort your own fuel and all these other expenses. So I was naturally a bit low on cash. Now, since I was already running a contract, I needed liquidity. So I requested for funds from the government to be paid for the work done. Then I was told to say, well, we cannot pay you now because we need to sort out the 500 bags of maize that have been looted. They said, well, I think here maybe the best that we can do is discount or deduct from the amount that you owe me, deduct the cost and the value of the maize that has been looted. Then you give me the difference, because I urgently need money to sort out these people that need compensation, and there are a lot of things that I need to sort out, and I'm really low on liquidity. Well, they said, well, let us write a letter to the PS, let us write a letter this side, and it was all complex, and I didn't have liquidity because I'd already invested in that same running contract. So facing that, the only thing that became clear was that I needed to sell trucks or trailers just to meet up with the financial obligations that I had at the moment, like compensation. So I ended up selling the other trucks to meet up the compensation issues, those people that were hospitalized, those people that were badly injured. I needed to compensate those. I needed to pay for the tires. I needed to pay the fuel guys that I was using to run the contract. So many things were tied to this. Then as a result, I ended up losing everything. The only truck that remained actually ended up being sold some months later in 2015. So because of that single tragedy, I lost everything. And looking at it, 3 months later after that tragedy, DLN Technologies was born, which has since grown to be a market leader in its field in Zambia. So my words to you are, you may have losses, you may face losses, Don't lose hope. See how you can pick yourself up and keep forging, keep moving. Those things that don't work out for you, forget about them. See how you can forge ahead. Learn from them. Very important. Learn from the experiences, but keep moving forward. Don't dwell on looking at the past. Keep getting forward. This is the message from the Radical Entrepreneur, and the future is bright.